Folks, it's Kevin again for the Silicosis channel, fibrosis, mesothelioma, inflammatory bowel disease, cancer channel. I'm 36 years old. My name's Kevin, and I was born and raised around the New York area in far northeastern Pennsylvania, between Philly and New York City, out kind of to the west in the woods. But I was raised Christian by some very conservative Bible-believing parents that were religious. They were Christian Baptists, and I was a good kid. I mean, I messed up sometimes, but I was a really good kid. And worked for many years as I was being brought up. Had a beautiful future, good health. I was strong. I was taught the Bible. I was able to talk to people, able to communicate, very intelligent, very nice, and I had a lot of money. Just as I was in the middle of doing like the biggest deal of my life for like $150,000-$250,000 on the job, I got hit with this sandblasting. For like 3 or 4 months, I worked in a house that had a lot of sandblasting done in it. And next thing you know, having trouble breathing, my heart's like beating out of control. I knew I had a problem. I was almost 300 pounds working in this house, trying to flip it and make a ton of money. And it was going good, really good. I was successfully fixing it. And then all of a sudden, I had this huge problem of silicosis, which is like pulmonary fibrosis. It's like asbestos. It's like mesothelioma, and it also can cause cancer. So I just want to give you some background of who I am and what happened to me. And I got this huge ingestion. I got like a mortal, fatal dose. For like 4 months, I'm like working in this place, sometimes sleeping in this place, and it's still coming out of my mouth. I don't know if you can see my lips. You see the white on my lips. That's silicosis. There's so much in my lungs. It's still coming out of my mouth when I breathe. And I'm not even living in this place, working in this place anymore. And it's still coming out of sticking to my lips. That's what that white stuff is. I got so much, it's so bad, that for the last like 4 or 5 days, I felt like I was going to die. Like I was going to have a heart attack and pass right out of the picture. But anyway, that's who I am. That's what happened to me. What happened to a lot of other people that got these conditions that are all very similar. But at any rate, I wanted to do a few disclaimers. So I have some other videos where I hit eating pretty hard. If you have this, you definitely need and you got the kind of condition I have, you have it as bad as I do, you need a breakfast and either a lunch or a dinner at least. Even if you're losing a ton of weight, like I am, I kind of put you off breakfast. In my other video, I put you off lunch and dinner. I say lose a lot of weight right now. But some of you don't need to lose a lot of weight. You might just, do some cardio or some brisk walking each day, but you don't really need to skip breakfast. I tried skipping breakfast the other day to lose weight, and it almost gave me a heart attack. By lunch, I was like having a heart attack. By dinner, it was like a little worse. I wound up going to the emergency room because I was skipping too many meals. But don't skip too many meals. If skipping a meal makes you feel bad, make sure you have a square meal, like some mashed potatoes, some ground beef is really good. But also, I put off surgery, saying, well, you should never have surgery because I would never have surgery. And even if I had a cancer, I probably wouldn't have surgery. But I want to take a little bit of that back and say that you might say, well, if I even have a little cancer, I want to have a surgery to have it removed. And I don't mind having a little bit of therapy and going through the pain of having the surgery. I don't want to say that's none of my business. If you want to have 3 square meals a day and not exercise and, sleep, and you want to have surgery of a little cancer, that's none of my business. But that's your choice if you want to do it. This channel is just supposed to be about making people feel better. So you can come to my channel and watch some of my videos, and I'm not going to be like really too hard on you or like a drill instructor about, well, do this and do that. I just want to tell you what my cautions are, my precautions are, what I personally would do and probably not do and stuff. But I really didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable or anything like that. This video is mostly going to be just encouragement, to tell you who I am, where I was born and raised, and what my family life was like. There was 5 kids and 2 parents in the house at all times for about 20 years. I grew up in a home with 7 people. It was like 2,000 square feet, so we were pretty pinched in there together. But it was a wonderful life. Around this time of year, around Christmas, Thanksgiving, the whole family would be together, and it was perfect. It was the perfect life. Since then, my only brother has died, my father has died, and my mother has been widowed. She lives on her own by herself, and all 3 sisters are practically married. Only one doesn't have children. So there was 3 girls, 2 boys, and 2 parents. I had 2 parents. I was very lucky. And my mom still helps me out to this day with all kinds of different things. I have problems. I've called her about this. I've talked to her about this. And she would do any kind of person in your life that would do anything for you. Well, that's my mom. To this day, I'm 36, and she's still taking care of me. But thank God for a mom. I don't know what I would do without my mom to this day. But if you're going through something like this, you just got like what's probably a terminal disease, all depending on how bad you get this. Like, you might just have a little bit, and it's not that bad. You might have more, and it's sooner or later, it's fatal. Or you might have a lot, where you could die in a matter of months or years, like me. Well, I probably have the worst case of silicosis of all times. So I just want to let you know that almost no matter how bad you have this, I probably have it worse. And if the doctors can't help you, they can't even diagnose you or tell you what you have or anything like that, I'm the same way. But I feel like I'm going to die like every single day, like real aggressive, congestive heart failure feelings, hard to relax, hard to sit still sometimes when your heart's beating out of your chest. But anyway, I feel like it's brought me closer to God. And it's made me feel like, maybe I just need to think more about the brevity of life and about my mom. I mean, that's the first thing I did. I called my mom right away. Hey, Mom, I'm having a problem. Help. First thing I did was talk to my mom and actually call her and tell her how I was feeling, tell her what was going on with me. And maybe I need to call my mom more and just be like more of a son and more available for her in her time of need and her time of pain. I don't know why God allowed this, but he did, and it's terrible. I mean, the job is like almost doomed. That means I lose like almost everything. Except my disability check's like $1,600 a month, which is damn good. But I lose that job maybe. Not able to finish it because I'm so weak. I mean, my strength has gone down like maybe I'm not even 30% the man I was before I got silicosis. So that's how extreme I really got it. I'm only at about 10 to 20% power, strength. I can hardly work out anymore. I can't lift any weights without feeling I'm going to get a heart attack. And I can do fast walking. I can do fast walking. I can't run, but I can walk fast and sweat out with a sweatsuit and get lighter that way. That's my plan. But I think it's really helped me to think about life, think about death, think about how long or short a time I may have left, and maybe take my life a little more seriously. One of the reasons I'm doing this channel is because, I don't know, I might be dead tomorrow the way I feel. And maybe this is my last chance to do something or to tell somebody how I feel. Or, I don't know. But tomorrow I might go to the emergency room and never come out. Maybe this is the last chance I have of putting my face out there, putting my story out there, and maybe encouraging somebody else that, yeah, I get some pretty bad days, but I'm still okay. I'm still alive. And like 50% of the time, I feel good. But I got a pretty extreme amount of it. So I really don't know if I'm going to be around next week. Sometimes. Then other times I feel okay. But if you feel like that, you're not alone. I'm in there with you. I got this like 3 or 4 months ago. I breathed this stuff in for like 3 or 4 months. And I'm still breathing it out. Look at my lips. They stick together. So I got so much on my lungs, I'm still breathing it out through my mouth. It's unbelievable. And you can't even see this stuff. It's so microscopic. That might be yours. Maybe you feel like a dry throat and sticky lips and everything. That's because this microscopic stuff is still on your lungs, and you're breathing it out now. Breathing a lot out. But this can get in your kidneys and cause blood problems. So it can get in your blood, it can get in your kidneys, it can get in your heart.